Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, George. Last time we left off with Little Miss fricking Himeji causing future problems with today's planted seeds. Do you think, George, that this dream's coming to fruition, or will it be a dispelling of the puberty syndrome that allows him to escape the inevitable future?
Whatever happens, he better have a frickin' good explanation as to why he ditched out on Mai. If it's literally just he fell under her spell, I don't know, bro. I know it was like this was a superpower beyond me, but like there's the logical part, right? That like Mai would probably be like, I get it. Yes, I understand. But yes, she's just a person at the end of the day. And I feel like there's certain parts where you're just like the feeling behind it, you just can't escape. And so I hope this whole series doesn't end in some sort of tragedy somehow.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, is it going to happen? Right now I think yes. I think it's going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, I just but yes.
But the thing is, does it happen how we, because in the context that we have right now, the more likely thing is that he is coming here of his own free will and he's like ditching Mai, and it's like a romantic sort of deal, right? That's like pulling him towards her, whether it's again against his own, not free will in the sense of like he's not choosing to come here, but like if she's having, seducing him somehow, but it's not like a real thing. It's a puberty syndrome thing. But it could be that he comes here because this is the only way to save Mai. And for whatever reason, the show makes it so he can't tell her the true reason. Or maybe he can. Maybe he tells her, listen, this is what I got to do. I talked to Santa Claus. We came up with a plan. And she initially didn't have anything to do with it, but now that I know the song, this is what we got to do. Mai's like, all right, go save my life. And then boom, we're happy, right? It just depends the context in which this whole thing happens. And we don't know. We don't have enough details yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. There could be a context that saves it. That's true. I just wonder, like, I understand that Sakuta is doing a good thing by helping people with these puberty syndromes and stuff. But like at some point, it's like, to what end and for how long? Like, at what point are you going to be like, I can't just be saving people from puberty syndrome for the rest of forever? Like, eventually people are just going to have to start doing it themselves, or someone else is going to have to step up because, like, he's got to live his life. What is he going to skip out on his kids' fucking graduation or all these, like, birthdays or whatever it is?
Or something?
Yeah, to save more people from this puberty syndrome. Like, at some point, like, Mai or somebody has got to put their foot down and be like, listen, like, it's cool that you want to help all these people, but like at this point, it's like me or them. It's like you're constantly skipping out. You're missing out on these times together. And I get it from a logical perspective, but like also from a logical perspective, you're putting more stake into these things now than you are into our relationship. So I wonder if we'll get to that point where he's going to have to start making some hard decisions, because Mai is exceptionally understanding and accommodating, but I hope that she's not like a robot where she's just like that for everything all the time, always, and eventually it starts to come to a head.
Just
and she's
have
like,
a limit.
Listen, yeah, she's like, there's a limit, bro, because right now she's like perfectly accommodating. Like, she's saying that she's disappointed, she's saying that she's miffed and stuff like that, but like, it doesn't really come across too much because she's just like perfectly accommodating all the time, forever, for everything. Yeah. So I wonder.
Honestly, if at a certain point her lack of like reaction, that would also indicate that she doesn't actually even care that much. Right. Like if she really did care and really did love Sakuta and everything and want to spend time with him, she would legitimately feel hurt sometimes if he's like not there. Right. So it's the lack of, or the total understanding all the time is almost an indication of like, okay, something's definitely not right here. And I can't remember, maybe even it was this show, but I can't remember which show we were watching where we kind of likened it to Spider-Man a little bit. And when you were just talking just now, that's literally the thought that I had. Like the original Spider-Man trilogy, right? There's the moment in time where he gives up being Spider-Man and he starts doing good in school, starts doing good in his job, starts doing good in like relationships and everything. And it's because he gave up being Spider-Man. And then he goes back to being Spider-Man and like his personal life falls apart. But now the city at least has like a protector and all this
People
stuff.
are being saved. People are living now who would be dead without him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you do? What do you do in that situation?
Yeah, it's not a fun predicament. Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know if it was this series or not, but yeah, basically every minute off the clock from being a hero is a minute you're letting people die that you could have potentially prevented, right? Outside of like resting, is there really any reason to not be a full-time superhero if you have the ability to do so? Essentially, you're letting people die if you're not saving them. So
I think there is. It sounds maybe selfish on the surface, but if this is something that you want to have like be able to do for a long time and not burn out, you need to have balance in your life.
Sure.
And like
100%.
That means that some people are going to die, but if you burn out, then all those other people that you could have saved after you burnt out also die, right? So and you probably will struggle finding a perfect balance your whole life because, you know, some things might be more drastic, right? It's like, do I go to my kid's graduation or do I let literally an entire building full of people die? And like maybe maybe you just make a blind choice and it's like, it doesn't matter what. After 9 p.m. is when I'm a hero. And I'm a hero from 9 till 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. And that's it, right? Like, and you close your eyes and ignore everything else, or I don't know what the balance would be like, right? But
yeah, and a lot of it's a matter of perspective. If you look at it like, oh, well, every hour you're off the clock, people are dying on your non-watch. And then, or you could look at it like every minute I'm on the clock, that's an extra life that's being saved that normally wouldn't be saved, right? It's not like I'm taking away. It's more like every time I'm doing it, I'm extra.
The baseline is 0.
Right. The baseline is 0 already. There's no hero. And I'm just adding an extra on top of that is a way you could look at it. But it's complicated. It's an extremely complicated question. It's very difficult. I'm sure people who work in law enforcement or any type of like adjacent kind of thing like this probably reckons that to some degree. I'm sure some people do if they're like earnestly in it to protect people. I'm sure there's a certain level of that. So, yeah. It's really interesting, especially if like there's a force that doesn't have enough people, right? Firefighters or whatnot and stuff like that. That would be freaking crazy, bro. I don't envy that kind of position.
So I don't know firefighters specifically or like cops and stuff, but survivor's guilt is like definitely real in like military stuff, right?
Yep. I'm glad that we're just two guys who watch Japanese cartoons on the internet. So
boy, am I ever.
Yeah.
Especially with, bro, we hit the lottery of where we are in the world right now because we could be suffering. But anyways, let's focus on our Japanese cartoons.
Yes, let's focus on the Japanese cartoons, shall we? And just before we begin, I want to just reach out to everyone, and we hardly ever do this, but if you could be so inclined to check out those buttons, those special buttons below, the likes, the subscribes, help us out on our channel, move it forward. If you're so very inclined, maybe share it with someone who would enjoy it. And if you're very inclined to help move our channel forward, if you're inclined to check out the Patreon or the YouTube membership, that helps us out a lot. But let's get on with the show, shall we? Oh boy.
What was the homework? To like think about it or something? Oh yeah, what the puberty syndrome is. That's what it is.
What? What is that all about? Yep.
They did.
From the it's that one guy? Bro.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, poor Futaba.
But isn't this kid in high school and she's already in, like, college?
Yes.
But she wants to do it anyways. All right. Well,
I mean, you don't know that she wants to do it or not. Certainly the high school kid does.
well, she's contemplating it, right?
Yeah,
Like, I would have thought if
100%.
she had no intention whatsoever, she would have been like, no, I'm sorry, we can't.
Yeah, well. Okay, hold on. What did she say? I made the reservation. Okay, she did make the
Yes.
reservation, though.
But
and
you're
she's-
going, how does she know? How does she, maybe he told her that.
He told her about
yeah.
the dream. Yeah. He didn't say that
Okay.
he's not going, though. Here he says he's absolutely going.
Yeah. Don't give in, bro.
The 9th.
Already in the 9th, dude. She's here, though. She didn't leave. Okay.
She didn't leave either, yeah.
I thought he was, like, not going to catch her.
Yeah.
Oh, what's she doing?
What is she doing? Does she know?
Yeah, doesn't she hand him out? She only knows that they go out through her song, but nothing else. Nothing about the recipients.
Okay, so she knows those two because they're students here, not because she gave them their puberty syndrome.
Yeah. Yep.
So that means the puberty syndrome that Santa Claus is giving was not related to the mind reading, and it wasn't related to the swapping of dimensions, and it's not related to Hajime's. Himeji, not Hajime. Himeji. It's not related. So none of them got their puberty syndrome from Coco.
Well, isn't it just that she like makes songs and it's through her songs that people get puberty syndrome?
Yeah, true,
Right?
true.
Like,
so she
listening
doesn't give
to
them
the songs?
directly, so that's why she doesn't
Yeah.
know them.
Yeah, so it's essentially she puts out a puberty syndrome emitting device. It's not actually a
Right.
device, right? But that way,
Yeah,
and then
I see what
and
you're
then she
saying.
just happens to know. Well, I see these guys, and I know that they had puberty syndrome. I know they must have gotten it from my song, and I know what it is, but it's from like direct observation as opposed to like having knowledge of a song, her song, giving it to somebody. But then how does she know? How does she know that her songs give out puberty syndrome then? Is that part of her knowledge of how her powers work? But she doesn't know like beyond that. It's just like, I can set this out and it'll pulse out puberty syndrome to people. But then that's the extent of the knowledge she has about her power. Nothing else.
It's a good question. Is it? Yeah, it's either that or it's related to the dreaming stuff. But I'm starting to feel like it's more akin to it's related to the music, and everyone's getting the puberty syndromes from the music, and it's not related to the dreaming. But like, how is the dreaming connected? Is it just a result of the music as well? But then like, why wasn't the dreaming stuff happening before? It's only just recently it started happening.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I feel like maybe, I'm not 100% certain, but I feel like we're being kind of misdirected, and so has Sakuta been a little bit, because he felt like she should know them based on the fact that they have puberty syndrome, but she doesn't know
but she
them.
doesn't.
So he was a little bit as misdirected as we were, or at least I was, about exactly what's going on here with the connections. So.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I don't know. This just adds another wrinkle into the whole
I know. Yeah.
workings of this, but
Yep.
Oh, can't. Nope. No, dude, call her up. Call out to her. Come on.
And the 10th is
dude.
here. Oh my gosh.
Bro, I just gotta say, I freaking love Christmas. Okay, it's like the best holiday. I love all the lights, like just seeing random Christmas trees and like city centers and stuff like that, and
Yeah,
lights
true.
and like lights in people's houses. I don't know. There's always been something magical about that for me. It unfortunately feels like I'm seeing less and less people decorate for Christmas, which sucks because I freaking love it. I love going all out. Just had to get that out there. But freaking
In
love
Japan,
Christmas.
the cities do lots of what they call illumination. There's tons of it in Tokyo. Oh man, it's all
Nice.
over the place, and it's so beautiful. It's great.
少しお時間もらってもいいですか
Bro is tall.
けど
Yeah.
双葉じゃなくて
Oh boy.
どうして変わったのかもご存知ですか姫路さんのこと好きになっちゃったらしいねその前の最初にサラを
Don't tell me you fell in love as
同
well.
じような理由で変わってるんです
Oh
Bro,
my
she
gosh,
is. She's like a
dude.
freaking
さらに告白した男子
siren.
のそれでその中学まではサラを好きなんだと思ってました
Huh.
でもある時自分が恋愛感情だと思っていたものが実は
Uh-oh.
そうじゃなかったのかもしれないと気づいたんです
Some weird
Okay.
infatuation?
双葉を好きになったからはいえ
Ah!
その話はいいんですつまり話をまとめると笠井くんが姫路さんを
She
never
developed.
ではいません事実上振ってから姫路さんが妙にモテるようになったのが心配ってことでいいのかなはい
Is that right?
だから
Oh.
Okay. So he not dumped her. She was not happy about it, and she wanted either she's emitting an aura now of intense, like making guys like her. And it doesn't in an attempt to get this guy to like her, but it's not working. So her puberty syndrome is it works on everyone but him, because that's like the reason the syndrome has come in the first place. Or she's trying to fill the void of this guy dumping her by
But so, did they date?
No, they didn't date, but like they probably liked each other. The what I'm getting from this is like they liked each other. And he thought
like a
that, and
little
she probably
high
thought that.
school
Yeah, they were
commitment or middle
they were in
school.
elementary
Okay.
school. They kind of liked each other,
Gotcha.
but then he got older and he realized, well, I like Futaba's my kind of gal, right? She built different. So, you know, that's why he's kind of dumped her in a sense, right? And so now either she's trying to fill the void of that by like getting other people to fall for her in frustration because she couldn't get him to fall for her. So she's now forcing others to fall for her,
Other
and that's
guys to
her
fall for
puberty
her?
syndrome.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
双葉は夢でなんて言ってた生徒とは付き合えないからって
Oh no.
正直どうしたらいいかわからないんです
Okay, dude. She dumps. I think this dreaming thing was real.
Yeah.
And Futaba dumps this guy on the 24th. Sakuta goes with the Himeji. I don't know how you
Himeji.
say her name. Himeji on the 24th. You know what else happens on the 24th? A new song gets dropped. I wonder if this like song is about breaking off relationships or something like that, or I don't know exactly what, but I wonder if Santa Claus, if
Toko?
bro, why am I Toko? Yes, is I don't know. I feel like it's something to do with
There's
her
something.
song. She's gonna do
You're
something.
onto something though.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like just based off of that, I feel like what if the song on the 24th is like the apocalypse song? That's where the apocalypse comes in and it starts freaking
Maybe.
I don't know. That or another thing I thought of while you were explaining that is like it's gonna become Sakuta's responsibility to break the dreaming. To stop all these bad dreams from coming, because he's like another one on the 24th. It's like, okay, bro, there's a lot of bad stuff that's about to happen on the 24th. It's your job now to stop the dreaming, like freaking syndrome before it happens, so that everyone can get away from the nightmares they've had about the 24th.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But at the same time, too, like the other girl, she could prevent dreams, right? So it's not like they're hardcore binding. They're like loosely
You're right.
binding. right?
George, don't throw this wrench into my fucking plans. That's a good point.
So yeah, like that's the other thing that I was like, trying to wrap my head around. It's like, okay, how does he go there? Because yeah, it's probably like you have this strong push for it to happen, and that's why it generally does happen. But you can also take active steps to prevent it, as clearly she did, saving that kid and doing multiple. It sounds like wasn't the only one she's done. She saved multiple people from like bad dreaming fates. So
but was it because she A, was from a different dimension and wasn't beholden to the dreaming stuff, or B, that was her I was part of the puberty syndrome was allowing her to save people, because that was her whole thing, is she wanted to save people, and so her puberty syndrome brought her to a reality where she could save people. That was like,
and she was outside of the dreaming influence.
Right.
That's a good point. I don't know.
My freaking theory back from the brink of death.
Maybe, potentially.
Maybe.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Then he wouldn't be a student.
He wouldn't, and he'd be in college too.
And he'd be in college. Oh, she was right there.
I said the necessary stuff. Uh-oh. Oh boy, she's here.
Uh-oh. Here she is.
When does it have an effect, I wonder? Oh, 100.
100%.
じゃあ教えるね。
Oh my goodness.
Bro isn't even looking at his paper.
サクタ先生って生徒思いなんですね。
2人の成績が上がらないと僕が困るんだよ。
She didn't deny that she was teasing him, though.
She didn't deny that she was teasing the other girl, too.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I meant. And she now confirms she'll stop. She was doing it on purpose. She knows what the frick she's doing, bro. She's trouble. She is freaking trouble, dude.
Holy frick, dude.
Dang.
She knows that the other girl likes him, and she knows that that guy likes him. Yeah, she freaking knows. What a freaking little pill. Oh, boy.
Yep.
She's adorable as frick, though.
No, not you too, Graham. Not you too.
It's too late for me, George.
No!
It's over.
Resist.
No, I dive right into the puberty syndrome. She's adorable.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
彼女はクラスの友達で、一緒にいるのは体育祭実行委員でお世話になった2年の先輩です。
Oh. He likes her, I think.
Oh. You think so? You're right, George. Holy frick.
Oh.
So are you, George.
Did he say he loved her? Or just ask her out?
Oh, there it is.
周りのみんなもお似合いだねって公認カップルみたいに言ってくれてた。
Oh boy.
今まで見ていた世界は全部間違いだったのかもって思って。
Yep, that's what initiated it. Okay.
姫路さんが最近モテるらしいのもそのおかげとか。
サクタ先生、本当にちゃんと宿題やってきてくれたんですね。
This freaking girl.
意外と生徒思いだからな。
でも不正解です。
What?
What?
思春期症候群はモテるではありません。
Okay, that's different though.
ただこの先。何十人に告白されても何百人にチヤホヤされても姫路さんが本当に欲しいものは
That's right.
ないんじゃないかな。
Yep.
Dang, dude.
Yep.
私今すごい幸せです。別に欲しいものなんてありません。
No.
僕はたくさんの人からモテることよりもっと幸せなことがあると思ってる。
それは何ですか?
Being popular with just
Popular with the
one.
right?
好きになった人が僕を一番好きになってくれることかな。
Yep.
There you go.
そもそもの話、姫路さんは笠井くんのことが好きだったの。
Were you even in love with him to begin with?
What a great question.
どうすればサクタ先生みたいに人を好きになれますか?
Huh.
What an interesting question.
Yeah.
そ
Yeah.
れでサクタはその子に恋愛を手取り足取り教えることになったんだ。
Oh
手も足も取ら
no.
ないです
どっちかっていうと女子からの嫉妬を楽しんでるところかな。それだけ自分
That's what it is she's liking the jealousy. Oh,
That's why she
frick.
was teasing
yes, the
other girl.
in the lesson. Ah, frick, bro.
Bro.
What a fricking little pill, dude.
Not actually,
Oh my gosh.
but
Correction, George? Is that what you're saying?
no, dude, she freaking. Oh, she is a little conniving.
Oh boy.
彼女誰かを好きになるよりも誰かに好かれる自分を好きになっちゃったんじゃない
Hold on. I'm lost.
Yeah,
Let me say
okay.
this again.
かな。それだけ自分のことが好きなんだろうね。他人のことなんかよりもずっ
A lot more so than her love of anyone else. She's self-absorbed.
と彼女
I think she fell in love with herself being loved by someone.
She likes the idea of being loved more than actually
Loving
loving
herself.
somebody else.
Or loving herself.
Or even loving herself even.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the very least, the idea of being loved is what she's in love with, which is
Maybe-
weird.
Yeah. She can't. Maybe this is about self-acceptance, right? Because we've already had like a one person liking another person who doesn't like them. We've already had that in season 1 with Koga, right? This maybe
Yeah.
is more about accepting yourself by yourself rather than, only seeing yourself as someone who's, because like, I don't know if you're familiar, I don't know how to explain the concept, but it's like you should, before you are ready for a relationship proper, you should love yourself before you can love another person. Right? But
sure.
Himeji is in the situation where she doesn't love herself and she wants or needs someone else to love her and before she can really love herself because she likes
didn't-
this whole thing.
Go back. Didn't they just say that she loves herself?
な。それだけ自分のことが好きなんだろうね。
She loves
Go
herself
back one
that
more.
much. A lot more so than her love of anyone else.
るとこ
There's
ろ
boys
は
at her beck and
どっ
call.
ちかっていう
Yeah, jealousy from other girls. Okay.
他人のことなんかよりもずっと。彼女誰
She fell in love with herself being loved by someone.
Yeah, I think it's probably there is a self-acceptance element in there, but it's more so. I think she just, I guess if you boil it down to its simplest thing, she likes the attention. I think
She likes the
she
attention.
likes that attention, and it makes her feel, I don't know, happy, important, or whatever. And so that's why I say there is an element of like, self-acceptance there, because like, if you truly are content with yourself, like, why do you need that attention?
Sure.
You just really what you want is just like Sakuta said, the pinnacle of that isn't just attention from a whole bunch of people that you're never ever going to be able to do anything with. Like, maybe you can fool around for a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's like, okay, and then what?
Right.
Really, what you want is the attention and the love of that one person who you also want to give all your attention and love to. And then that's like the thing. So,
Right.
yeah, I don't know. It's like
Yeah.
makes sense, but it is a childish form of, seeing relationships, I guess. And it makes sense because she is a child at the
Right.
end of the day.
And she's got puberty syndrome, right? That's the whole thing.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
makes sense.
あずさ川くんに惚れさせてしまえばいいと思う。
What?
Oh no.
それは明暗だな
あずさ川くん、今日はその教え子ちゃんの話ばっかですけど、それって彼女の思うツボじゃないですか、あずさ川先生。
Yep.
Yep, that's why she left him that homework. That homework keeps her in his mind all day,
frick,
dude.
Bro,
He's-
no.
Listen, maybe this is the way to rid her of the puberty syndrome. Do it after the new year. Frick her. That's fine. It is what
So-
it is. She's just forget about her. Go be with Mai, all the stuff, and then after the new year, You know, or bring it up to my somebody. I don't know, dude. Just don't.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Just don't do it. Just
So
it's not your problem to deal with. Go be the Spider-Man
That's
that
right.
ignores the population.
that's right.
Freaking focus on yourself.
Exactly. Seriously.
姫路さんって付き合ってる人いんのかなそういうことは僕じゃなくて姫路さんに聞けばいいだろう聞けねえから作田先生に聞いてんじゃん
Oh my
This
goodness.
freaking guy.
もういいですか？
ちょうどよかった山田君姫路さんに聞きたいことがある作田先生なんでもないしじゃあ俺帰るから
Oh, come on, bro. Come on.
私付き合っている人はいないけど、気になってる
This is what she wants.
これが解ければ作田先生みたいに人を好きになれますか？
姫路さんの今の学力がわかるよ
So is she not? What? I feel like if I can solve this, will I be able to fall in love with people? So she's
joking, and then he just says, "You'll know your current academic level." He's just like
yeah.
striking that down.
This speaks to her mentality, does it not? She can't love people. She wants to love people, but she's finding that she can't.
Probably. She
Right?
can't. Yeah. And she's just become a huge flirt. That's all she is.
Yeah. She's been unable to love, and she likes the attention, and she wants it. She wants people to love her, and she likes that concept, but she's not been able to fall in love, and she really wants to be. And so she's filling the void with this flirtatiousness and, like, you know, bringing her in, the puberty syndrome causing people to fall for her. So then the question is, it started because she got burned by Kasai?
I think so.
She
dumped her on Golden Week. And then I don't even know if she actually loved him.
That's what I was thinking too.
Or if she just loved the idea of loving, right? The idea of being a couple.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then she realized, wait a second, I don't love him.
I never actually did love him.
I don't love anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became a problem. Like, how can I feel love? How can I be in love? Yeah, and it just became like a, you know, it's just like a growing up problem. Like, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me, you know? Stuff like that.
Yes, exactly. Honestly, part of me doesn't blame her because the whole flirting thing is fun. It is fun. And like, just, you know, flirting with girls is fun. Was fun. I don't do it anymore, obviously. I don't need my wife, but still. So I don't fully blame her, but still, she can't. Not with everybody, okay? Have a limit.
George, for those who don't know,
it's manifested for her in like a puberty syndrome kind of way.
Yes. And for those who don't know, George is Flirtatron 9000 when he was a single guy. So, yeah.
I don't know if I'd put it quite like that, but
sure.
I had fun. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like flirting as much as the next guy, but I don't initiate flirting most of the time. So when I'm flirting, it's great, but it's not something that happens super often. So, anyways.
なんか作田先生みたいな問題ですね。
僕はもっといい性格してるよ。
作田先生のそういうずぶといところ、私は好きですけど。
She's trying so hard to get him to fall.
Yeah, exactly.
告白をスルーしないでくださ
い。Yep.
Ignore it, bro.
そういうところ嫌いじゃないよ。もう双葉、ちょっと待った。
何？
この問題わかんなくてさ。双葉解説してくれ。
講師としてその発言はどうなの？
He's gonna make her jealous, dude.
He's gonna make Himeji jealous?
He made you jealous. Yeah, I think so.
Is him being standoffish him trying to get her to like him?
Yes. Well, he's playing it kind of flirty, actually, because he's like, I don't dislike that about you too. So he's like kind of, you know, giving her a little something. But now I think he's going to futaba to like pull it away.
Right.
And freaking make her, start pulling the heartstrings, so to speak.
Interesting. Okay.
頼むよ。
She's mad.
Yeah, see? Oh, she's getting jealous, dude.
僕より双葉の方が教えるのがうまいって姫路さんも。
Oh, is he gonna give it to
だ
her?
から双葉に見てもらった方が。
私は作田先生がいいんです。
Oh.
Dang, she's mad, bro.
Dang, dude.
ありがとうございました
She got played and she did not like that at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang.
Takes her own medicine a little bit.
Yup. And she's used to getting her own way with people, with especially with guys.
それは双葉のおかげ。
私
姫路さんの思春期症候群。葛西君に振られたこと
She's
が
jealous of her specifically.
Ah, it started with the rejection, so her puberty syndrome is she can't be rejected. Right? That's like part of this whole thing. It's like the thing about her puberty syndrome is it's not like a one thing exactly. It's kind of like a concept. It's not like everyone falls in love with her like so plainly. It's just like a force generally.
Yeah.
And so by him not falling in love with her, this is like the freaking thing she fears the most. But how will that cause her to fall in love with him to solve it?
Well, see, so here's the thing. I don't think it would be true love more so like than an infatuation. But if she starts wanting what she can't have and she starts obsessing over him, then maybe that's a way to... But that's like not like real love. That's just like a manipulation of it. So I don't know. But maybe that's enough to break the puberty syndrome. Because at the end of the day, you know, she's not after
learning.
Actual love. Yeah. She's not... It's not like... Right, she's not trying to find somebody to fall in love with. She's just liking all this attention and stuff. So it's
right.
Yeah, maybe it is. You don't have to actually have her fall in love with you in the real way. More so, just this manipulative kind of way, I guess.
Yeah, no kidding. 15th.
Uh-oh. 9 days to go. Well.
The drama scene where Mai Sakurajima is humming sounded exactly
still
like
thinking
Kiroshima's voice. Bro, what did I say? There's something weird going on. This is the third time they're showing comments like this about them being the same person. I don't know what it is, but it's freaking weird.
何代目が一番可愛いか見比べてたのか。そう思ったんだけど、去年のミスキャンパスだけ写真もプロフィールも載ってないのよ。ミスター。
Is that Toko?
That's Toko, bro. What?
He doesn't see a picture, but he sees her. And it's not Toko's name.
おかしいだろ。福山、これ見えてないのか。見えてない？何が？
What?
There's her real
Mizawa Nene.
Nene Iwamizawa.
She was the what was this contest?
It was a couples
he was looking up?
contest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's see. You know, there was this Mr. and Miss Campus contest at the school festival. So she was a student here.
She was a student.
This website shows all the previous winners. You were comparing the previous winners to see who was the cutest. Bro, this guy is freaking sick, bro. He's unwell. There's no picture or profile for last year's Miss Campus. Bro, she's like...
She didn't graduate.
Recent. She just graduated.
No, she was a sophomore last year, meaning she would be a junior this year.
Sophomore? What do you mean she's a sophomore?
But look at it. It says on the profile thing. Right here. Nene Iwamizawa, sophomore.
I don't know
Major
what that means.
international
That means
education,
first year, I
birthday
guess?
March
Is that what
30.
that means?
Yeah, there's freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. If you're going like a 4-year thing. So she would be a junior this year, which would be her 3rd year of college out of 4, potentially. Maybe she could actually have more. I don't know. I don't know for international education, though. I assume it's just 4 years. So she didn't graduate college. I don't know if that's like a relevant point, but she disappeared within the last year. Whenever this Miss Campus contest was held, she must have been visible enough to be photographed and voted on. And then people forgot about her, I guess.
So, okay, let's close this up here.
おかしいだろ。福山、これ見えてないのか。 見えてない？
Yeah, he can't see it.
So weird, bro.
岩見沢ねえね
Oh, bro.
Right there, dude.
Oh, we're so freaking close, dude. Okay. Oh. Nene. She was at the school.
I'm like racking my brain to know if we've heard that name before. I don't know. I don't think we have. We are so bad with names. So it's possible they mentioned it like 15,000 times and it just like totally went over our heads. But I don't think so. I don't think we've heard that name mentioned yet. But yeah, it's been a year, right? Like, I'm going to assume it's towards the latter half of the year when this Miss Campus contest is held, because, you know, you got to know people to hold a contest, right? So they need to know each other.
Sure.
So, and it's only Christmas. So I don't think it's the latter half of the year yet for school year wise, I mean. So it's been within the last year that she's disappeared. But
well, the school year begins in April, right?
Begins in April? Okay. Yeah, if it was a year before. Yeah, it still could be within a 1 year, I'm talking 365 days span, since she's like disappeared. That said, the other Sakuta from the other dimension left a note to him about Toko. When? Was it his last year of high school?
Yeah, they were definitely in high school, and it must have been the last year because then he graduated. Now he's in freaking college, right?
So yes, so if this is his first year of college and that was his last year of high school, his last year of high school was the year that she had this picture taken. Right. Then he comes into college and she disappears. Yeah, but within that time span, there was probably a Venn diagram of. She was Nene, and now she's only Toko, and there was an overlapping time where she was both, I think. She was still coming to school, doing all this stuff, but taking up this Toko persona to upload songs online. She got kind of famous. The dude's like, hey, have you heard about her? And then boom, he starts college, and she's totally transitioned to this Toko persona.
But why
That's my theory.
Why does he notice her though? That's the question then. Why does he notice her? Why does she stand out?
I don't know. He's got to have some sort of puberty syndrome. We talked about it a little bit before, but like not total immunity, but awareness. Because he could see, he was aware of the time loop. He could see Mai as she was disappearing and other people couldn't. He remembered her when nobody else did, and that kind of like yanked her back from, you know, a terrible fate. He's been essentially every other puberty syndrome, he's essentially had awareness of it, even if he wasn't fully immune to its effects. So I think it's just a continuation of that. Why him exactly? I still don't know. There's so much up in the air. Why? Yeah, because she had said, I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before that, but she said that she wanted to be famous. She actually resented Mai because Mai was famous and she wanted to be famous. Yeah. But she's not resentful anymore because she's got this like Toko song stuff going. So,
and then there's a constant comparisons between Toko and Mai.
Yes. Yeah, I wonder if that's like a
there's something going on with that, bro.
Thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, is that like a non thing? It's just a bit of world building to think, you know, oh, of course there'd be people speculating about that online. Is it a red herring or is it a breadcrumb?
They keep showing it, bro. This is the third time they showed this exact freaking thing. They're like shoving something in our face and they're like, look, Look, you can't know what it is, but look, we're dangling it. The answer's right in front of you. It's like, what? If you like rearrange the letters
with
in Mai's freaking name, Sakurajima Mai, and then you do it for hers. But Nene's
I don't
name
think there's a
doesn't have
K.
Yeah, there's no U.
Or U either, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Is she trying? Was she lying when she said she doesn't resent Mai anymore? And do you think she's still trying to like somehow supplant her? Like warp into Mai and Mai just gets forgotten, right? So like Mai becomes invisible, and as it's freaking the thing that comes to mind is Voldemort in, have you ever watched The Red Chamber of Secrets?
Yeah, like
where he's like
years ago.
Yeah, pulling his life force so that he can come into the real world through the whatever. Yeah, swapping. If she's maybe doing something like that. I don't know. I tend to believe her when she said she no longer resents Mai. Though.
Right. But like maybe she wants to be better than Mai with being less famous than Mai. Right? She wants to become bigger but less known at the same time. Like I can be less than you while also being greater than you, right? Like I can be, no one knows who I am, but even still, I am more popular than you because everyone knows who I am, right? Kind of thing.
I get.
Like she's invisible to everyone.
Billions of views on YouTube.
Right.
All the collective 1 billion views.
Yeah, because like everyone knows Toko, but nobody knows Nene. That's the freaking weird thing. Like, why don't people know Nene, but they know Toko? So they can't see Nene, but they can see Toko and they can hear Toko because she's like a known quantity and entity. What does it mean?
I think it's got to be that. It's got to be she initially was just the Nene person, and she started taking up the Toko persona. And as the Toko persona started coming into its own more and more and more,
achieving what she always wanted to achieve, Nene was discarded.
Nene started going away. Yes,
because
it wasn't Nene who got this. Yes, it wasn't Nene who got this fame. It was Toko, and so now
maybe Nene is the one with the self-acceptance puberty syndrome.
Yeah, maybe. And I wonder if in the other timeline, in the other dimension rather, if Nene still exists. Nene is still there and she never did this like Toko transition.
Oh.
Maybe either the Sakuta there being the freaking superhuman genius that he is figured it out, or something in the timeline changes. Was the butterfly effect that caused Nene to take that step and become Toko. Maybe she tries in the other timeline, and again through butterfly effect she fails, and so this whole thing doesn't actually happen. I don't know. There's so many possibilities.
I was thinking maybe Sakuta in Dimension B would know Nene, but he wouldn't know her yet because he wasn't. At the time the swap happened, they weren't in college yet, so he wouldn't have potentially met her. I was thinking like, well, maybe he met her right as his senior, but then like he's not in college yet, so he wouldn't have even known her at all. Like she's going and doing the college thing.
Yeah.
So if in order for him to know Nene in Dimension B, she would have to be famous. And maybe it was maybe she accepted herself in Dimension B, and
she became famous as Nene.
As Nene, but did the exact same stuff. And then that's why when he saw Nene in Dimension A as Toko, he was like, that's not Toko, that's Nene. And then he goes, something's wrong with Toko. That's not her. You got to figure it out, bro. He basically B Sakuta sent A Sakuta on a mission of like, you got to go solve Toko's problem because that's not really Toko, it's Nene, and that
It's
means
Nene,
she's
yeah.
got a problem that needs to be dealt with. And when I tried to he tried to search for Nene and couldn't find any information because she's been erased, right? Then he's like, you gotta go help her. She needs help. Because we know Sakuta B is the helping guy. He's the guy who does it all, right? So he's just like, well, go do
Clearly,
it, bro.
yeah.
This isn't my
Yeah.
problem. This is your dimension's problem. So, right?
Yeah,
Maybe something
maybe,
like that.
yeah.
We might have cracked that freaking code, dude. That has been a question for so freaking long, dude. If that's the answer, freaking finally.
Yeah. Yeah, he somehow, she became famous as Nene in
Right.
Dimension A.
B.
Or whatever it is, yeah, B. Yeah, like, because he is, like, super crazy smart and all that stuff, but, like, I'm sure there's other differences, right? Like,
Sure.
why would he single out just Toko? Like, there's clearly, his life was, well, I just hit the mic. His life was much better in Dimension B. Sakuta B has because he even says, bro, you gotta fix your life, dude. This is getting a little much, dude. Even for me, Mr. Genius over here, this is like too much. You gotta fix your life. So clearly there's other differences. It's not a one-to-one comparison. So
Does puberty syndrome happen in the other dimension?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Does it though?
Yeah.
What
pretty
did
sure it
Sakuta say on the microphone?
It does actually, because he solved his little sister's puberty syndrome on his own.
What did he
That's what we
say
learned
though?
with the. I don't know, but she was getting
She was.
she was getting puberty syndrome there, but he solved.
We don't. Hold on. Do we know for a fact that she was getting puberty syndrome, or was she getting bullied and he stopped the bullying?
Oh. We could go
If-
back. I don't know if we still have the episode, but we can confirm.
Oh man, it would be so hard to find that exact episode. We'd have to search a bunch.
Yeah,
But like as a speculation, at least,
sure.
theoretically, maybe Dimension B doesn't have puberty syndrome, and it's only ever affected by puberty syndrome when Dimension A's puberty syndrome happens, right? And they swap, and then that's when puberty syndrome happens to Dimension B. But what if theoretically Dimension B doesn't have any puberty syndrome at all, and that's why Nene became herself properly, and in Dimension A, all these weird freaking symptoms happen that have to be solved. Right? It's like a fricked up kind of frickin' Dimension P because
So then
of the puberty.
that would make Dimension A Sakuta the actual Chad, because despite all these like freaking
Bro,
handicaps and everything, he's
getting it done.
getting it done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's. I want to say that they did. I don't 100% remember, but I'm like 90-10 right now. That 90 they do also get puberty syndrome. 10 that they don't. But maybe I'm only thinking that because, like you said, the only time that B is ever affected is during swaps. Is
Right.
when like they get yanked from.
And I don't remember
dimension to the
the
other.
exact quote, but I do remember they talked about like he solved Kaide's problem, but I don't remember if they specifically said it was puberty syndrome. Maybe it was, or if it was just like her problem, right? And it wasn't really, it's ambiguous. That they're going to make you think that he swapped and solved, or not swapped, but solved a puberty syndrome back then, but it was really just the bullying. Right? It didn't become something supernatural. It was just normal, and he stopped it, and that was that.
So, okay, so what you're putting forth is, under the assumption that there is no puberty syndrome in B, then Nene just comes to fruition on her own. She doesn't go through
Yes.
this Santa Claus loop or
Yeah, she probably went through the
side road.
same growth where she had to accept who she was and stuff to some degree, but it was all very normal and it wasn't supernatural, and therefore, Toko couldn't just exist as some kind of entity, right? It was just Nene. Or maybe, even if we're gonna split more freaking atoms here in the theory, is maybe Toko does exist in Dimension B, but everyone can see her. Like she's a known seeable person that everyone knows. And then, but in Dimension A, Toko, like nobody can see her. Maybe even Sakuta Dimension B couldn't see Dimension A Toko and was just like, I can't see her. No one's seen her. She's invisible, blah, blah. Maybe there's something related to that. That's a little bit more, complicated, but I mean, the show has been anything but straightforward.
Yeah. Okay, I like that theory that if there is no puberty syndrome, that she went through the whole, growth arc, but it was more normal, non-supernatural. If there is puberty syndrome, what do you think happened there in Dimension B? Do you think she went through it and was helped by Sakuta? She overcame it on her own? Did she just not go through the Santa Claus thing at all? And just made it big as Nene?
As a knee-jerk theory, I would have to think that Chad Sakuta helped her out. Right away, right? He's the ultimate super solver. He solves everything super fast, right? So it got solved. And then maybe Toko never existed as an entity, or maybe it was solved, and then Sakuta B saw that it wasn't solved in Dimension A, and so he gave a tip to Dimension A and was like, hey, bro, I solved this, so you should go check it out, and trying to point him in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, he does sound like Chad Sakuta, but it just seems very
convoluted.
Kind of, but more so just like, how would he help somebody who he's, let's assume general timeline equivalency. Like, obviously there's differences, but
how would he know
he
her?
hasn't met yet. Yeah, exactly.
That's definitely a flaw in my theory. I thought of that too. I was like, well, how would they even have interacted? And it doesn't really make any sense. Like, she'd be famous potentially, or at least in college. Like, there's no relation here whatsoever. Yeah. I don't know. And then there's the Sakurajima Mai Toko thing. Like, what the hell is that all about?
People saying that they're the same.
And it's not even like Toko is jealous to the point of like wanting to assume Sakurajima Mai's life, because she doesn't like Sakuta particularly. Remember when Sakuta asked like a dumb question and she's like, doesn't Sakurajima Mai get a little disappointed in how stupid you are? Right? She's like, with being how she's like, I think the quote was like, with being how stupid you are, doesn't your girlfriend get disappointed? And then he was like, nah, she says that she likes it sometimes. Right? He tried to play it off.
I remember something like that. Right? Yes, I do remember something like that. So it's not even like
she's particularly jealous to the point that she wants to take over her life. And aside from that, as a meta perspective, we've already had that fucking story beat, right? We've already had this fucking, actually,
I want to take Mai's life.
Yeah, with her sister, right? Her sister wanted to be her and blah, blah, blah. We've already had that. So we're not going to have it again. So it's something else. I gotta say, probably, maybe.
Yeah. I feel like we're really close.
I know.
I really do. I feel like we're super close.
Super close. We have all these puzzle pieces and we see them for what they are now, but we just can't figure out which ones connect. And some of the pieces are for two different puzzles, right? And so it's making it difficult to figure out where they're supposed to go.
Yeah, I feel like we have clusters of the puzzle solved, but there's huge gaps in between, said clusters.
Yeah.
Dang, but it feels like we're so close. Dang. All right, well, 3 more episodes.
If we thought about it more, we would eventually, if we combed over like all the episodes and the dialogue and the details, eventually we'd probably fucking figure out a large portion of it. But we don't have time for that.
We don't have time. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I was going to ask, what do you think is going to get solved by the end of these 3 episodes? Because there's a movie after. Do you think we get up to December 24th? Do you get to maybe like December 23rd? Season's over.
No, I think we resolve. I think we're gonna resolve at least Himeji's puberty syndrome, And I think will solve maybe even Nene's. Maybe. No, not Nene's. I think Nene's will be the movie. Oh, but it's does not dream of Santa Claus. It's gotta be, you gotta solve hers in this freaking season. You can't have Santa Claus go into the movie. Like, doesn't even make sense.
So then Maya's danger is what goes into the movie?
Yeah, like I feel like we are looking at a woven knot and we're trying to solve it, and throughout the course of the show it's being unwoven and it's being solved. However, I feel like when this becomes unraveled, the true problem is going to be revealed. The real knot, the real issue, the post-apocalyptic level freaking, whether it's about Nene or dreaming, I don't know. I don't think it's about Himeji. I think Himeji will definitely be solved. She seems like too minor of a character. She seems like a Zuki for this season. Because Zuki has had her time and she's gone, right? And then we had the frickin' Ikumi. Ikumi had her time and now she's out of the story. And then there was a little tiny bit of dropping of Himeji throughout the thing just to like get her a known quantity. But now she's got her spotlight and then she's going to be done too. But Santa Claus is the title of the thing, and she's been prevalent throughout this whole time. She's been mysteriously appearing behind, right? So I feel like the crescendo will be getting to the climax of her scenario, but then like the reveal that there's something more beyond all of this, right? And so is it Nene's continued problem? Is it the dreaming thing? It's one of those, maybe both. But it's definitely going to be something like that, I think. That leads into the movie.
Okay, fair enough. I feel like I don't have a better theory than that. So,
all right, very good. Well, this was a fun conversation. So
this is a good one. Yes.
Yeah. Let's hit some comments, shall we?
Let's do it.
All righty. I got a comment. I have one comment from Patreon that I'm going to do from that guy. But I also really just want to call out the other two comments on Patreon. I'm not going to like show them up on screen or anything, but Undeath Ghost and Menveruthan. You both had like really good freaking, what was that?
I think it's Manvaruthan, but I don't know exactly.
Oh, you're probably right. That sounds like a real thing instead of whatever the heck I was saying. I really like both of these. They're all kind of like connected in some way to the themes and stuff of what we're all kind of talking about in the episode. So I really liked all these comments. But just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to throw up that guy's comment here. And the Ikumi Akagi arc is probably my least favorite arc in Bunny Girl, but the next arc is one of my favorites. Hang on for a second, Graham. Fair enough. I saw a lot of that in the comments. The freaking Undeath Ghost saying that, like, I'm complaining, and then turns out I actually had figured out most of it and stuff. Like, this was very funny. There was also conversation about, like, this season is not nearly as popular. We are certainly seeing that in the amount of people watching the series on our channel, that's for sure. I've also noticed in the general anime landscape, I remember when season 2 was announced and started, and there was a lot of hype because the Bunny Girl Senpai first season was so popular. Now, I never really heard anyone talk about the movies too much. Like in the comments, people were like, I think there was a movie and there's some movies, but everyone was excited at least for season 2. But then I never really heard it much after that. So I'm not too surprised that this season, now having watched most of it, I'm not surprised that it wasn't popping off because it seemed a lot more convoluted than the first season. You really got to sit there and talk and think and make big guesses of what's really going on. It's way more subtle. And I shouldn't see people talking about it much after the season came out, so I'm not surprised in that metric either. So it is what it is. We're enjoying this arc. I think you're right, that guy. The Ikumi arc is probably the weakest so far. The Zuki one was quite interesting. Like, it felt like it gave barely enough information just to figure out, she's reading minds. Okay, we got it. Whereas like the Ikumi one was just like, it gave barely not enough information to figure it out, I think is what it was, right? Because Zuki was like,
Sure.
I'm confused, but I think I just solved it. And then this one was, I'm confused, and I figured out most of it, but I just don't have enough to solve the issue. And that's what made it not as fun to deal with for that one. So that's a great point. It's a great comment. So thank you guys. And thank you all three of you for being members on Patreon. It's freaking base.
Yes, thank you. And I think the best arc that we've watched was the one in the movie. I don't know if that's like a full arc or more so just like culmination of a bunch of other things. But if what's coming next is potentially as good or even better than that, or we're going to be eating good the next few episodes.
Yes.
But thank you guys for your comments. Mine is from YouTube. It is from Stick the OK. And it says, you're gonna love the explanation about the phenomenon.
Oh, man.
Stick, how I hope you're right. I hope you're right so badly. A lot of times, the mystery is so much more fun to speculate about and theorize about than the actual explanation. Other times, the explanation is even better, but that is
so rare.
Almost never happens. Yeah, it's usually a rung or two below what you could have imagined, but it's still cool. That's what I'm hoping we at least land on. I don't think it could be like some sort of like super fantastical thing, but if it's a rung or two below what we could have potentially imagined, great. That's good. That's still good, and it's still very satisfying.
And you know what?
I just don't want to go below that. Anything below that, and it's just like you're better off not knowing.
Sure,
so,
100%.
Stick, I hope you're correct for our sake at least.
And I hope for Stick's sake, because if it's not something that we absolutely love and is awesome, we have some recourse, because we're just going to ban Stick forever.
Oh my gosh. You're okay. We're not going to do that.
You better be freaking good after a comment like that.
Oh my gosh. But the other reason why I chose this comment too is because that's something I wanted since the very beginning.
Yes.
I'm okay not knowing. I'm okay with it being this just...
At this point, I've just accepted it's just what it is.
Yes. Yeah. And it's fine, honestly. Like, if we never found out and it's just like some supernatural occurrence and it is what it is, fair.
Bro.
All right. But if there's a good explanation, that's even better.
I want
I'm hoping
so bad for the show to turn into this crazy, supernatural, post-apocalyptic or apocalyptic
oh my
freaking
dude.
crazy stuff happening. And it's just like this wild freaking turn of events of stuff of like Sakuta is the god of the universe, or Sakurajima Mai is, or something freaking crazy. It's just like some insane freaking stuff, bro. Just like absolutely go crazy. That would be so sick, actually. I would love that.
I think that would be too off kilter. The show, for as weird as the puberty syndrome is, it's been kind of grounded. It's been a decently grounded show. Cool. It's been decently chill. Like, the number of times that they just have a conversation while eating at a restaurant is like, I don't like how many crazy revelations have we had over a plate of food?
Yeah,
like,
that's a good point.
50% of the big revelations, right?
That's a good point.
For it to go apocalyptic,
bro,
it would have to be an insanely well executed 180. Insanely well executed.
Okay.
Like near perfection. And if it's anything shy of that, even if it's just like a properly executed, then it's just like, bro, why take this turn? But if it's like slightly below flawless, then all right, maybe I'll be okay with it. We'll see.
The reason I say that is because like I think that they would be able to pull it off and tie it all together, right? Like I'm not imagining like, oh, well, that doesn't seem like it'll fit. What I'm imagining is like it will all fit. Like it'll make sense. Like it'll just get crazier and crazier, but it'll all kind of fit together, right? It'll take the elements that we know and start to build on that in like ludicrous ways. Like, it'll be a natural evolution to like, I just want to see the stakes and stuff and the explanation get like more unhinged as it goes in like a mind-blowing kind of way. Like, frick, this is how it all came together. I can't believe it. But it like works. That's I'm not asking necessarily for something that won't work. But
yes, under the assumption that it works, sure. But that's a big assumption, right? Like
I'm making a
under
big
the
assumption.
Yes, under the assumption that any crazy twist works, then yeah, like you could just say that, I guess.
I'm not going to assume that the crazy twist isn't going to work in my own theory about what I want the show to become. So yeah.
No, I know, but it's just like a thing you can say about anything. It's like,
Yeah, well.
bro, if Jujutsu Kaisen suddenly came a rom-com, right? It's like, yeah, I guess.
They made it work, bro.
I suppose, right? But you can't just like, you have to like,
I see what you're saying.
say how it'll work. You can't just say it will work, right?
Yeah,
but
like
I mean,
you could see a
it's
natural
possible.
You could see a natural evolution of how it could become that, especially with the dreaming, right? You can't see a natural evolution
True.
of how
The
Jujutsu
dreaming,
Kaisen
the dreaming
becomes,
is your closest link. I'll
That's
give you
what
that.
I'm saying.
Yeah, that is the most likely tether, and it is possible that things start to take a downward
There
turn
you go.
very, very quickly.
There you go. Maybe
Disastrous.
Nene gets
Sure.
pissed. Maybe she is the dreaming one, and she does it through her. That's it. I freaking solved it, George. I freaking solved it. All right. Get ready for this,
let's
bro.
hear this
Get ready for this.
wild
Okay.
theory. All right.
The 24th comes, and Sakuta has been fricking around with like whatever stuff, and Nene's
Okay.
song on the 24th is going to usher in all these freaking nightmare dreamings that will usher in the end of the freaking world. And that will be the catalyst for all of this crazy stuff happening, right?
End of the world.
Yes. It's going to be the end of the freaking world. This is going to be the doom song sung across the universe that freaking closes dimensions, bro.
Okay. And that's how humanity has to go underground. And then afterwards, some kid years in the future finds a drill.
Wait, oh, frick! This is freaking good luck.
Same
all
universe
along.
confirmed, bro.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Link is Mario. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Wow.
We've hit levels of theorizing never before seen.
That's right.
No,
that's
but
right.
back said, jokes aside, yes, I if it
That
gets
wasn't a
like
joke.
crazy insane. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, sorry, you're right.
That was my theory.
This is a very real theory indeed.
Uh-huh.
But if it does, there is an allure if things start to get like crazy hectic. I don't know if I'd go far as like apocalyptic, but I guess there are varying degrees of apocalypse, right? And it could get insane. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. And it doesn't even have to. It could get pretty insane without having to do too much work beforehand. Because the dreaming thing does allow. It is a foundation for a lot of shenanigans already. So fair. Like someone could have a dream about some insane earthquake that causes like a tsunami and like
That's
all this
right.
other weird stuff. All right?
Buildings falling down.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah. So.
100%.
We'll see. But we got
We'll
3
see.
episodes in a movie left to find out.
That's
And
right.
hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you want to help out the channel, it helps more than you might think.
Yes.
But if you want to hit the subscribe button, all the buttons down there, the likes, the shares, share a friend who's a fan of Bunny Girl Senpai and you think they'd love our content, share it with them. Check out the Patreon and the channel membership if you want to see this 2 weeks ahead of time. Check out all our playlists as well to see everything else that we've watched. But with that, we'll see you guys next time.
Everybody.
Take care.